down right there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Right here. Wait, team, wait.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Go ahead.
Tua sets up to pass it. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Tua going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That is caught by Lowe. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he completes it to Wilson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now from Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Murray going to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes that's...
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing now is Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. play action. They'll throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball. Downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Yeah. Out!
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Up the middle, Achane.
Oh, it shifts past him. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best at the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Murray now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Benson. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. Another run here with Benson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Benson running right. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run over center with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 37, here's second down at 8. To throw, it's Murray. Caught by Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduated the Naval Academy, back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Going right back to Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw is Murray. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Murray now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 46-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right.
Tua sets up to pass it.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give, run right, Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Out.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Wait it.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready.
Tua going to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
4. Ready.
Achane is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give up the middle with Benson. We'll get this up to about the 44. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Cardinals 10.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Go ahead.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
let me see you get low. If you want this, do it now. Take it to the floor. But if you want to act, you can keep yourself where you at.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
All right. Ready, team.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they been seeing her work. You say you want an angel,